Hello She Prayed family. Welcome to this month's new series titled What I Learned from My Mom. My name is Leslie Marie Cruz. I would like to start by telling you guys the kind of relationship my mother and I have had over the years. My mom has to be one of the hardest working, God-fearing, selfless, and loving mothers you'll ever meet. I have to admit, we've had a pretty good relationship throughout the years. I'll get more into that later on in the series. The greatest lesson my mom has taught me in childhood was to forgive. To forgive my friends, my sister, my classmates, and anyone who has hurt me. Also, to ask for forgiveness when I know I did something to hurt someone. I was taught since I was very little the importance of forgiveness. Even when I've been really hurt, my mom always told me to forgive and learn to move on. This didn't mean that I had to continue that relationship with that person, because at times it meant having to distance yourself or not trusting that person anymore with your secrets. But to acknowledge the mistake and forgive them for hurting you, or acknowledging the mistake I made and asking them to forgive me. Remember, forgiveness goes two ways. And I truly believe both takes a lot of courage. Colossians 3:13 says, "Make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others." As many times as we fail, God will always choose you. He will always choose to forgive you as long as you're coming from a sincere and pure heart. It breaks my heart to see close family and friends hurting because either someone doesn't want to ask for forgiveness or the other person doesn't want to forgive. Months, years can go by and still nothing. Relationships become stagnant. No one wants to talk to each other. There's a lot of hurt and stubbornness, and it can be very hard to have to humble yourself to be the first person to want to talk. Pray about it. Ask God to give you a change of heart. Don't miss out on those little to big moments in your loved one's life because someone's mistakes. Time is something you don't ever get back. Know that no one is perfect and we will all mess up at some point in our life. Learning to forgive has to be intentional. It has to come from the heart. Forgive with love, not with any negative emotions or wanting vengeance. Ephesians 4, verse 31 and 32 says, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you." In some situations, people may think forgiving means forgetting. It's okay to still feel hurt. Distance yourself from that person if you have to, but don't always continue to bring it up. That's not true forgiveness. It's learning to let go of the past. And that may look different for everyone. I promise you, it's a great feeling to forgive someone. Your action of forgiving could change the other person's heart and attitude. My mother teaching me about forgiveness at a very young age has taught me so much and has helped me throughout my life. I'm so grateful that she has instilled that in me at a very young age. It has restored many of my relationships. Mom, if you're watching this, thank you. Thank you for teaching me that I'm sorry goes a long way, and that in I forgive you, that's just as much. Thank you all for watching, and I pray that this video will touch someone and it will restore broken relationships by forgiving one another.